So I'm here to do the Cancer video for July, is what I'm doing here. So this is not a super chat either, by the way. Don't send donations. It's not if you're going to donate, you have to do it through my PayPal. Don't donate here on YouTube, please. But this is a general stream, so. Hi, Elizabeth. Okay, there's enough of you in here. I'm going to start the smudge. And we'll get that done. Then we'll get into the reading. This is for Cancer the Crab, July 2019. It's your last reading for this year. It's your last birthday. Happy birthday, Cancer. It's your birthday month. Got some fresh cedar in here, so how that's going to burn up. It's not burning real well. Come on, catch. It's going to be stubborn. I need to grow a cedar tree in my backyard. Call it my smudge tree. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Let me see if I add something else to it here. Some of this. I don't know, Cancer. We might not have a smudge. No one may have a smudge tonight. I don't know. The way it's going here. There we go. And some for all you. There we go. Okay, there we go. Oh, okay, Wendy, yours is on the 2nd. Hi, Melissa. Cancers are the best. Elizabeth's on the 12th. Yeah, I got the smudge going. It's better than nothing. Yes, happy birthday to us, Cancers. All right, I'm going to get right into your shuffle, everybody. I'm going to get that up and done. Okay, sure got no mess here. Smudges are good, but they're messy. They're messy. Okay, we want to know what's up for Cancer, the Crab. For this general reading for July 2019. It is the birth month of Cancer. And we want to know what's up with their general energy for the month of July, and their wealth and finances, their heart, their home, and their relationships, and challenges should there be any. And the message from Spirit is the last card that we draw. These are for your sun sign, your rising, your moon, your Venus. Come on. These are general readings which may or may not resonate with you for anybody new to the tarot community. If you want it all about you and nobody but you, you need a private reading. Outside of that, you may take something away from this reading that hits home, and you may not. Cancer the Crab, July 2019. Please bring forth clarity, guidance. I'm feeling a little bit better. I don't know if you were in the group when I said I was all ready to go, and then all of a sudden I got waves of nausea. It kept me down for 4 hours. I feel a lot better now. It's past. All right. Okay, I'm going to cut right here and consult with Lilith to see if she agrees that these are your cards, our cards. Lilith, of the top 5 cards as this deck stands, the cards that are meant for this free general public reading for the sign of Cancer the Crab for July 2019, their birth month. Of the top 5 cards, cards that are meant for this spread. She's saying yes. All right, that's fine by me. I will bring down the camera. Okay. Right about there, I hope. I got to get over in my other camera so I can see what it is I'm doing. Get up there. There we go. There we are. All right. All right, Cancer, here we go. Ready or not. Very first card we're looking at for you, Cancer, for July 2019. Oh, come on. Why is he popping up? And in my reading of all readings, he knows I don't like him. I don't like this card, Knight of Cups. Proposals. The second card is your wealth and finances. Page of Swords and gossip. What the heck is going on here, Cancer? Give me something really, really good. Juicy good. Number 3, Ten of Swords. Whoops. Endings. I never know what to think of this card because sometimes it's a good card. Number 4, your challenges for the month. Judgment and self-reflection. You better bring me something forth. Bring me something forth in this reading because these cards, I don't know what to think. Really, honestly, I don't know what to think. Last card, message from Spirit. Oh, I'll take it. 9 of Pentacles, gratitude. What are we looking at here? Let me see. Knight of Cups. Excuse me. There. I don't like you. All right, I already got a message coming in with him. It's not so bad after all. Is he there in our lives? Yes. What's he's about? It's a lesson on standing your own ground and thinking for yourself. There's a lesson with this card that you'll be learning over the month of July. I can see that this is so your overall energy, right? Don't, but you're damn right you can't judge a book by its cover. In this case with him. This is not a person that goes out of their way to be mean to people or to take people for a financial ride or an emotional ride of any kind. He wants everybody else to get involved in his plans, his daydreams. He walks around with his head's in the cloud. And to him, how could anybody say no? How could anybody say no if he asks them for money or to invest in any way, shape, or form? This is really the message here for you, Cancer, is to be alert, to be aware, to have mental clarity, to balance on logic at all times during the month of July so that you don't have run-ins that you won't forget for a long time with somebody like this, okay? I see somebody with their hands in their pocket, their front pockets, standing back watching this guy, and them thinking he's either going to sink or swim, but whatever's going to happen to him is not happening to me. He's not taking me up nor down with him. So, the overall energy for July, be self-responsible. Don't lean blame on maybe somebody else that was in the picture. Well, if you hadn't told me this, and if you hadn't suggested that, I would have never gone along with that, blah, blah, blah. Now I'm out. I'm behind. I've been taken. This guy didn't take on purpose, though, but a lot of people say, I don't give a crap if he did or not. He's been at this for too long and doing it for too long. The guy needs to learn a lesson. Problem is, it's still not his time. But it is time for you to learn lessons here. To stand on your own 2 feet, to be assertive, not aggressive, to really let your strength come through, Cancer. You're not hiding in any shell, okay, this month at all. Not at all. Cancer stepping forward here this month in 2019, July 2019. They are stepping forward and they're claiming their place in the cosmos, all right, and realizing I'm equal to everybody else in this world. I really am. My strength and my weaknesses, they so have strengths and weaknesses, but I have just as right to say yes and no to what I want, what I don't want. I have the right to, really, I'm responsible for my life, and I'm going to claim that at 100% all the way around. Things are going to change. I'm growing up. If there was anything left that wasn't grown or a little on the inexperienced, I am not going to be that person anymore. I'm going to let the world see how really in tune I am, how sharp I am. I'm going to gain respect. And when people look at me, they are going to say, now there's someone that's got their together. This card finds you gaining a lot of respect through adversity. This is a card of adversity, really. But the outcome of it are a lot of lessons learned and things you're not going to forget. A change in ways, a way of thinking, a way of living that you're not going to go back on. This is it from here on out. So, there's your energy. It's a little on the, I don't know. It's not letting other people pull the blinders over your eyes. That's a lot of it. So, Page of Swords. What the heck are you doing in here? Page of Swords. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. I meant to put that back up. There we go. I think that's good. I think. I wish the other window was as clear. This window that I'm looking at, that's mine, is perfectly crystal clear. Absolutely crystal clear. The other one that I see you guys in, I don't see you guys in the video. The sidebar. That's the second page with the window for YouTube, and it's little. It's not clear. It's not crystal clear. But anyway, we got the Page of Swords and gossip. As I said, you're going to start taking more accountability for yourself. Not so much through other people, not leaning on information. It's nice that people can bring you some kind of tip or give you a heads up about something. And this is in your financial sector. And that's all fine and dandy, but at the end of the day, you don't go buying stocks and bonds based on a whim. You go straight to the horse's mouth, do you not? So anything that applies to in the financial realm, you're not going to listen to hearsay and gossip. You're not going to swear and bank on it at 100%. They can bring good tips when you hear gossip. And you can follow through and check them out, but you do need to do that for you, for yourself. Not second and third hand information. Be very, very careful. He's another one. These two would make good friends. Because this one here, he's got a little more on the ball as far as the brain goes, right? But this guy's real sneaky. This guy's secretive. This guy's very, very charming and very witty. There's a red flag here you got to watch out for. What is he doing? This person's really underhanded. He's full of self-interest. Everything is about what's in it for me. That's one of his favorite sayings, is what's in it for me. This is a card as well. Somebody's not telling you the whole story on something. They brought something to you, but they're not giving you the whole big picture. They're giving you snippets of it. This person's looking to mislead you, Cancer, in some way. Boy, do you have to be on the ball. It's not a bad thing, you know. Being very alert is a good thing all the time. Any of you involved in any legal matters during the month of July, watch the paperwork that comes up in front of you. Anything that you have to sign, make sure you read, and you demand the time to do that. Say, I'm not signing anything right here on the spot. Are you crazy? No. I'm taking these home with me. Anybody that's got anything like that going on, you take it home and you go over it and you highlight anything that isn't clear to you, that's questionable in your mind, and get them to explain it when you bring it back to them. Be very careful that way. Simple advice here for you to follow is for you to be clear in all your communications with everybody right across the board. But that's to avoid any misunderstandings. If you find that the month is testing you a little bit in that way, like, why do I got to be so darn alert? It's exhausting. I'm getting tired of this. Why do I have to rerun what's being said to me? Why do I have to read between the lines? Why do I have to do these things? I'm getting tired. I didn't want to spend this month doing that, but that's what's coming at you. Again, where we began with being responsible for self, taking a stand, putting yourself up front and center in your own life. You'll have some people backing away from you through the month because of this super awareness. Some people feel like you're almost reading their minds, and it's making people squirm, and it's making them a wee bit uncomfortable. But you've got to be very, very clear in all communications right across the board so that there's no misunderstandings. Ask people, are you clear on this? It's clear as mud. Tell me you're clear as mud, and we'll move on. You're only responsible for yourself during the month of July as well. When it comes to things like contracts, signing, and agreements, laying plans out, there's other people involved, right? You're the boss, Cancer. You're the leader. That's what I'm seeing here. You don't think you're above or better than anybody else, but you're taking your own, your how can I put that? You're responsible for your own road that you're building going through the month of July. You can't throw blame anywhere else. That won't be happening. As long as you stay one step ahead of people and situations, doing everything the proper way, doing everything the right way, there won't be any misunderstandings. But, you know, if you slip up, It may seem trying for you right now during the month, in the moment. But if you weren't going through that now, then you'd be going through worse at the end of July. What a mess. What a mess it would be. I don't like that at all. I'm tired just listening to it. I don't want all this weight on my back. Oh my goodness sakes. But there's always growth in situations like this. Good things come out of things like this. But just to avoid any misunderstandings, that's the advice of the card. That's the big flag right there. And be clear in everything you say and do when it comes to other people. Keywords are complaints and back chat. That's backstabbing. Talking behind your back. Dealing with some bitchiness with others, not so much yourself. Legal issues and paperwork. Be careful when you're moving money around as well. Don't let anybody else handle your money unless they're a professional, person in the field of money, like a bank loan officer or somebody moving money around from one account to another. There's somebody moving money around from one hand to another. You've got to be right ahead and on the spot, lickety-split. With all these serious things this month, this is very strange. Your third card we've got is the Ten of Swords. This is your hearth, your home, and family. Relationships. This card being a 10 in tarot are all about endings. Not all endings have to be bad. You hear me say that an awful lot. Not all endings have to... Don't start! Here they all come. Oh my God. They're all just going to line right up, them big black chickens. They're very vocal. On this card comes up, you have to excuse me because I have a cold. I'm sorry. Lisa's breaking up. I got tea and honey here. This is the final card of tarot as far as summing things up. Bringing things to a close. There's an ending of some kind. Usually with the ending, there's usually some kind of a backlash or a shock with some of these endings. But some of these endings, yes, may be surprising, could be planned, but when the ending occurs, there's good things that follow it. It's a good thing that this has ended, whatever that means for you, Cancer. It's a really good thing. For some of you, yes, it is a relationship. And relationships are not just romantic and love it that way, but it could hit any relationship. And there's a little bit of drama involved. This is something not going over quietly or under the table. This is kind of like out there where you can see it. Watching things unfold. Welcoming the ending of something. There's usually a little bit of drama involved. Some of you will feel shock over an ending. Some of you are going to feel really relieved. Am I ever glad that's over with? Just a sense of relief, which is a good thing. It's not a bad thing. And some of you are looking at your job and you're going, I'm going to be stuck right where I'm at. There's no room for growth here. I need to end this. Coming to that realization. For some of you relationships, you're seeing that this relationship, there's no growth. And there's no room for growth. It is what it is. And you're asking yourself, Cancer, is this what I want? Am I okay with this? Some people would be, believe it or not. They would just want to put the brakes on and say, okay, let's landlock ourselves right here in this spot. This is working. And then they never grow beyond that because they're locked in. They've agreed, let's lock ourselves into this part of the relationship. But however unwanted this card may be when it shows up in a reading, it does show you the truth. And it does show you what you need to let go of in your life. It brings that up to you. And it's in your face and you can't avoid it. You can't ignore it. But it really does make you stop and look and say, what do I need to shed off of my life? And some things you'll be saying, well, you know what? I'm all done with that, whatever that is, and I know I don't have to deal with it from here on out, so therefore I'm not going to. That's a closed chapter in my book. There's a closed chapter. Thankfully and gratefully, it's a closed chapter. Yes, this could be separation, breakup, or divorce. Of course it could be. This could be something as simple as somebody moving house as well. You've been waiting a long, long time to get out of where it is that you're at, and you just want to get out of there and end that part of your life, that neighborhood, the community, that part of town, living in that way, and you're moving up and you're moving into better, which is a wonderful thing. So you're waiting for this thing to come. Let's maybe a closing date on a home that you signed for. That could be it as well. If it's a relationship, if it's a job, the advice of the card for you is to just look, let it go, let it be what it is. If it's ending, let it end, let go, and slowly walk away from it. Don't turn around and look back. Just let go and walk away. Focus on your now. Focus on your present. Let go of yesterday, let go of the past, whatever this is for you. Whatever it is, it hits close to home. It's within your hearth and your home and your personal relationships. So there's some endings going on. Some are good, some not so good. In the moment, that's how you're feeling. Your keywords are completion and release, drama. There's transformation going on. There's truth. There's victimhood, followed by shock as well. It is what it is. There's some things coming to an end. And some of you may not see at this moment when things are ending. We never do, especially the things that overwhelm us. We don't see where the good, but you are. You're going to be saying down the road, now after the fact, I'm really glad that happened. Turned out to be the best thing to have happen, but in the moment it was horrible. This kind of a thing. So now we're, go sing Mercy somewhere else. Go. Jeez. Self-reflection and judgment. Don't be too hard on yourself, Cancer. Nobody can be harder on us than we are. Bottom line. Nobody could make me feel more pain than I feel for myself and I give myself. Looking back into your past, you're wanting to move forward with this card as well. But your challenges are letting go of things from yesterday, kind of thing. The card shows you that you're going back, you're revisiting your past, mentally, emotionally, maybe for some of you physically. You need to take stock before moving on. So you need to look at your yesterdays and make sure there's no loose ends, that everything's all tied up nice and neat and taken care of. You may find some things that are not tied up and taken care of and neatly put away. You may find some things just where you left them, just where you dropped them and left them, and they haven't gone anywhere. Actions of being part of a situation, your part in that situation has not changed. You were hoping, I'm hearing for somebody, you were hoping that they would forget about it. They haven't forgotten. So you really do have to go up. You've got to go back, and you've got to take care of that situation. You've got to close it. It shows again, taking responsibility, as the whole reading started out with. That's the word of your reading, is being responsible for yourself. That's a sentence that fits all Cancers for July, obviously. But you are going to find some unfinished business. It's a card of self-judgment as well. The card is about judgment, but it's about self-judgment. Questioning what you did, what you said from the past in a situation. Did I do the right thing? You're questioning yourself. You've grown and changed since back then. Whatever that means for each of you. Remember, it's a general reading. And you look back and you say, well, I did what I thought was right in the moment. That's right. So therefore you can't be too hard on yourself. Don't feel resentful. Don't have regrets. It is what it is. You've grown a lot and you've changed a lot since that time. Your views, if this went down again today, would you do the same thing? Probably not. Probably not. You wouldn't be so quick to judge. You wouldn't be so quick to act. But tarot wants you to know that if you're beating yourself up for something that took place a long time ago and you're feeling today like you did the wrong thing, don't be too hard on yourself, Cancer. That was a big message for you right there. Ease up on yourself. You know, what you do today may not mean as much to you or may mean something different 10 years from now. That's just the way life is. We can't lay down and just give up every time we come across something that we may have done that wasn't quite right. It was right in the moment. In the moment. We're not in that moment anymore. You may have to go back into your past as well to get some answers to some questions that you've never had answered. This could be a pivotal moment in your life. Very deep food for thought here with what you come back with. Information and knowledge that you had no idea was out there, and now there you are carrying it back home with you. Somebody could experience the passing of an older relative, not a mother or father. We're not talking that kind of thing. Further out than that. Third or fourth cousin, an aunt, several times removed, you know, but it's somebody that's elder, that they're at the age where they're expected at any time, like it could happen. You're going back to get some belongings and things that they wanted you to have. I feel it's a female. She wanted you to have these things. So you have to go back. You have to collect these things. Now that's going to bring you in contact with other relatives, family members, and the like that you've not seen. I say this a lot. Reunions are just, funerals are family reunions, really. They really are. People come out of the woodwork. But I see you carrying back your arms loaded. You're carrying back some stuff. I don't know what that's got to do with anything, but it belongs to you, and you're going back to get these things. Well, why are you doing that to me? I just felt the door shut. You ain't get no more on that, Natalie. Okay, so you're carrying a bunch of things that were left to you. That's a trip for you. That's the basis of the trip. And it's like going back into the past, going there. It's an old neighborhood that you used to frequent, you are a part of. There's so many things rushing through your head. Talk about your flash from the past. But I see you're burdened down, not burdened, but buried down under armloads of stuff that you're taking back home with you. Wow. Like I said, don't judge yourself too hard. This card shows you becoming more spiritually connected as well. What I'm seeing for some of you Cancers, taking knowledge, safe haven in your knowing that you are walking in spirit and spirit walks with you. Your guides are with you. You do not walk this earth alone. Loved ones that have passed on, you've absorbed the essence of who they are. You are not alone, Cancer. And also, for somebody, now's the time for you to reconsider and give somebody else a second chance. You're seriously thinking about that, giving someone that second chance to either appease your forgiveness. Is this a love match? It could be. This could just be relationships between family members, mending the fences. Finding that family connection again as well. And funerals will do that too. People haven't seen each other because they've been on the outs for 15 years and they come together And maybe things get resolved during that period, in that time that they're both there. And this is another wonderful thing for you. Second chances here. It's almost like because you had to go wherever it is you had to go, all these other things are opening up that you didn't even see. You never suspected for a minute. There's people coming out of the woodwork. Your relationships with them. An overwhelming time. Emotionally and mentally feeling overloaded. Whoa, that was a heavy visit. That was a heavy trip. And there's so much to think about. A lot of reconnections being made. Contemplation and guilt. Self-judgment. Review. Second chances, spirituality, and memories are all part of this card. The next card we're looking at here is the Nine of Pentacles. Thank heavens, there's something good coming out of this. Look at that. There's something good coming out of this. Gratitude. But nines, they make me giggle. Nines are all about gratitude. Okay? Not no, the card is both, sorry. The Nine of Pentacles is gratitude. But the nines are all about intensity. So yeah, it would be intense gratitude is what you're putting out there to the world, because after all this muddlement, because it's muddled, it's moving, but yet you're not moving. You've got to go through these phases, these things with other people and situations before you come out the other end of July and feeling this immense gratitude. This is also a card of indulgence. I usually describe this card as well as, it's not your birthday, Cancer, but it's a day of celebration that the cosmos and the universe brought you here. It's a celebration of self. It's the highest honor you can give back to the universe, to the Creator, is to say, thank you. I'm so grateful I'm here, and I'm so grateful that you brought me here. So it's different from your birthday. This is what happens before the birth and everything that leads up to it, and feeling that gratitude that you were chosen. You were chosen to be here, Cancer. In this place, in this moment in time. Even if your life's been pure hell, you were still chosen to be here for a reason. So this is a card about self-indulgence. That's not a bad thing in this case. It's a card of leisure. I'll take that. And luxury. Hell yeah. Finishing your home, should you be working. So we come into, again, with the Ten of Swords, you're completing something major here. And if you've been working on your home, maintaining it, upgrading it, adding on, decorating, spiffing it up, much needed repairs, that's all coming together for you. Some of you may be tending in your garden, doing a lot of gardening during the month of July. Some of you doing your favorite pursuits, and gardening could be one of them for some of you. But spending time on you for the month of July, just focusing on you, Cancer. One thing about Cancers, they're one of the most giving and the most caring signs. They're beautiful. The Mother Earth, planet Earth, is a Cancer. So what's that tell you? We refer to her as the mother of us all. And Cancers tend to do that. We tend to mother people. We tend to want to kiss all the boo-boos that people are going through to make it better. This month, you'll still be doing like you normally would, but you are the priority for this month. This is your birthday, and for some of us, it's kind of special. It's a big one. I'm surprised to even still be here on Terra Firma at this point. But it is. It's a big one for a lot of us. I tell you, for the women that I met, online here. They're all having birthdays in July, and we're all turning the same age. And our outlooks on a lot of things in life in general is doing a big flip over. Sorry, everybody. Sorry, family. Sorry, men. Sorry. But the next 20 years are going to be more about us than it is anybody else. We're really investing into ourselves. You're feeling more rich in time and even money for some of us. A little more money in July. I'll take that. Cancers love their home life as well. They really, really do. A lot of you are going to be doing that. You're going to find yourself redecorating the inside of your home, and spending more time on yourself, giving yourself some kind of a lift, maybe new haircut, new makeup, new whatever it is that makes you feel that way. And for somebody out there, you'll get your home done the way you want it, and then you're going to be on the phone calling people over, going on a bit of a baking spree, and having some friends over for tea and crumpets some afternoons so they can come in and they can check out the new digs. I'm just seeing a social situation there, and it's very, very nice, and everybody's loving it. Everybody's loving the changes. Just wonderful. So there's a lightheartedness to the air as well for July for some of us. Devote your time and your money into your interest, your own personal interest, and into your home. All right? Put more and invest more into that. This is your safe haven. Why would you not give it the best of the best of the best if you were in a position to do so? That's what you're being told you need to do. For the rest, do the best you can, right? That's what I'll do. Become the center of your own world. It's hard for Cancer to put themselves before anybody else. But Cancer, that's the message coming through. This is the center of your universe, and you're at the center of it. You work your way out from there, from that center point, with other people and places, situations. But this is your hub. This is your center. It is within you and your home. Appreciate all the good things in your life right now, because there is a smell and the feel of abundance in certain areas of your life for July. It may be non-existent right in this moment as you're viewing this reading. But don't close your mind off. If your doors are closed, how can anything get in? You've got to remain open. Leave a window or a door open. It's all metaphors, right? But do that. Your keywords here are luxury and leisure, relaxation and home, abundance, independence. And aren't you lucky if you can be generous? If you can, then do so. Be generous, Cancer. We're already up to 44 minutes, so I'm just going to pop into the other screen and say thank you to everybody for being here for this reading. I'm going to come back later, and I'm going to go through your comments because we are coming up on 45 minutes. And I'm not sure if I'm doing it right on top of this one, but the next reading coming up is going to be for... what's after Cancer? Leo the Lion. So that'll be the next live reading. I'm glad I made it through this. Please keep the peace in so you can share that love and that light out with the rest of the world. Have a wonderful July, and happy birthday, Cancer. Goodbye for now, guys. And like I said, I'll go back and check your comments. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. I really enjoyed that. Goodbye for now.